you have the opportunity to explore so many business ideas. What are the couple of business ideas that you have come across and you're like, wow, this is something mind-blowing and the world is really not thinking about it right now?
You get personal loans in 5 seconds through business rule engines.
Yeah.
But mortgage loan, you still have to do 21 to 30 days.
Traditional process.
Our domestic payments are seamless. You have UPI and stuff. But the cross-border is very clunky.
Yeah.
So it is still broken.
Oh my
still.
God, this is really a troublesome piece to address.
So we have these 3 U's philosophically, which forms our entire foundation, which is it's user-centric, it's unified, and it's universal.
Will the branches cease to exist, the bank branches?
Imagine I just have to go to an app, say that I want to go for a home loan. The builder has already tokenized it, which means it has all the characteristics. At the same time, simultaneously, my token, my individual financial token, and the property token will simultaneously go to the bank. And automatically, all the information as the bank could have taken 2 weeks to do is instant. When we did digitization, many people thought, okay, what will happen to branches? Branches are still getting expanded. What is happening is the customers are getting more.
How does a banking look for an average individual in the next 5 years?
If your data is getting standardized, what will happen is the secondary markets will open up in terms of securitization and so on, trade securities, everything.
Doing a due diligence of not just the individual, not just the business, but also the assets people own.
Yes.
And does it, how are you envisioning this for India? This is crazy. That's a loud clap. Hi, Sanmesh. Thank you so much for joining us here. Just for the introduction piece for the audience, can you please tell us what your background is, where do you come from, and how has the career been so far for you?
Okay. First of all, thanks for having me. So as you mentioned about myself, I have about 12 years experience. First half of my career was in media. So I was in content, strategy and marketing. So Z5, what you see, I was in the launch team of that. So I was at the confluence of marketing earlier, and then I went into tech and business play.
Wow, that's a massive transition. How did that happen?
From this to this. So what happened was when I was in Z5, I got the opportunity to go to Russia, Israel, to check out all the startups there, which were into deep tech startups.
Okay.
So kind of was fascinated by how tech can really help get the launch up by about 12 months or 6 months and a lot of new technologies. So I was bitten by that bug. And then I thought that I always loved finance because my family comes from financial banking background. My father, grandfather, grandmother, everyone. So it's been about 3 or 4 generations in banking.
Wow.
So it came naturally to me. And then I was thinking like, I have 2 choices. Either I get into media completely throughout for decades, or otherwise I try to kind of dabble into finance. That's where fintech came into the picture.
Nice.
So I started with a supply chain fintech firm called Credible, which is doing really well. And from there I went into UB, which was into co-lending, pools, collections. So got the entire spectrum of the banking industry in terms of B2B. And then I went into Tata Capital Housing Finance, where I was responsible for the digital transformation there.
Right.
And yeah, been about 15-16 months since I've been working with Finternet. And about 2 months back, I just took the call to go all in.
Wow.
So yeah, been a fascinating.
Incredible journey. I mean, from media transitioning into a fintech and financial ecosystem, completely different path.
Different people, different field, different kinds of personalities.
Totally different.
Yeah, completely different.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting. So you'll have different kind of debates. So right now it's in a way I'm blessed because I have friends on the other side who are very creative in nature. So we talk about
Fine
movies,
balance.
TVs. Yeah, it's a fine balance.
Yeah.
Whenever I feel too fried about intellectual discussions, I go on to the creative one. When I'm too fried with the creative one, I come to the intellectual side. So
Wow, your world looks pretty balanced right now.
yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you do currently? What's your role?
So my role, so Finternet is also like a startup of sorts. You have people who have built the entire DPI, the team which has built Aadhaar, UPI. So it's a plethora of experience which everyone brings to the table. And in terms of full-time people, there are less than 10 people operating across the globe. So we have pilots running across 4 continents, across 10 use cases, across 7 to 8 industries. So my main responsibility is to drive business track adoptions, finding use cases, because I have been on multiple sectors, right? So
Right.
not only in terms of media, but in terms of finance, I have done supply chain financing, I've done invoice financing, I have done mortgage. So I have retail experience as well as B2B experience.
Yeah.
So I kind of try to figure out that through tokenization and agentic AI, are there any use cases which can bring multifold impact into this world, like securitization on chain, something of those sorts. So I'm doing that, and also I have added responsibilities of marketing and communications
Nice.
at Finternet. Yeah, but Finternet is kind of so dynamic that one day you're into business track, the other day you're solving legal
Yeah, I mean, that
compliance,
is, right.
embedded compliance use cases. So it's a mixed bag. It's lovely.
Crazy. So, at Finternet, like you have the opportunity to explore so many business ideas. What are the couple of business ideas that you have come across and you're like, wow, this is something mind blowing, and the world is really not thinking about it right now?
Yeah, so if I start from the beginning, why actually Finternet came into the picture,
yeah.
and that's when I can dabble into the use cases part. So if you look at right now, our domestic payments are seamless. You have UPI and stuff, but the cross border is very clunky.
Oh my
still.
God, this is really a troublesome piece to address.
Yeah. Similarly, for example, the dichotomy of the Indian ecosystem is that you get personal loans in 5 seconds through business rule engines.
Yeah.
But mortgage loan, you still have to do 21 to 30
traditional
days.
process. Yes.
So it is still broken.
Yes.
It's not unified. That means across assets, mortgage is a different play. Personal loan is a different play. It's not universal because domestically you might have a good payment rail.
Yeah.
Cross border you don't have.
Yeah.
And plus user centricity is not there because bank or anyone else owns the entire data.
True.
You don't have direct control.
Yeah.
So we have these three U's philosophically, which forms our entire foundation, which is it's user centric, it's unified, and it's universal. So we are pursuing case, and how do we do that?
That's a major
So
challenge.
we do that through. So there are two technologies which are at the forefront right now. We have tokenization,
Yeah.
and we have agentic AI, which gets the entire. You don't have to get worked up upon how I will execute it.
Yeah.
The agentic AI will do it for you. And whereas tokenization, what it brings to the table is standardization of assets, transactability, and verifiability. So you can do a lot of cases. So, example, in a very layman term,
Yeah.
when I'm pursuing a home loan, right? It's technically me and the property which is getting underwritten.
Correct. Yes.
My thing predominantly now that's solved because of account aggregator. You get to know that, okay, these are my bank accounts, this is my salary and all those things. So that's why personal loans is pretty much a done game, fast.
Yeah.
But property, you don't know what the legal aspect is. You don't know what is the valuation of it. You don't know whether 20 years, how the ownership has gone.
Yes.
So all these things, what banks does is they hire agencies, different agencies to do that. They will take 1 week to give the entire information and get that. Then after that, you'll ask the retail guy to give physical dockets. As a result, you take 2 to 3 weeks.
True.
It's an expensive affair because usually a bank spends about 4,000 on a prospect, not even a customer, on all these things.
That's a lot.
Now, if you tokenize it,
Yeah.
which means that property holds legal, technical, all these kind of data points. Imagine I just have to go to an app, say that I want to go for a home loan. The builder has already tokenized it, which means it has all the characteristics. At the same time, simultaneously, my token, my individual financial token, and the property token will simultaneously go to the bank. And automatically, all the information is the bank could have taken 2 weeks to do is instant.
Wow. That's like doing a due diligence of not just individual, not just the business, but also the assets people own.
Yes.
Right? And does it? I mean, how are you envisioning this for India? This is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's why what we are doing is essentially we are sitting down with a lot of banks, fintechs, and understanding what are the use cases which can get multiplier impact, not incremental impact.
Yeah.
By multiplier impact means if I can reduce 30 days of mortgage loan to 1 day, that's multiplier.
Yeah.
So we are another use case which we are pursuing is securitization. Now, for example, India is a $4 trillion economy, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But securitization is still very nascent.
What do you mean by securitization?
In simple words, securitization means I'm a NBFC. I am a small NBFC, for example. I have 1,000 crores of AUM, which means I have about, for mathematical simplicity, I have 100 loans or 1,000 loans. Each loan is one crore. So I have 1,000 crores of loan. Now, because I'm a small NBFC, my credit options are very less.
Yes.
I have to go to the bank. I won't have a lot of liquidity options.
True.
So one option which I can do is I have about 1,000 contracts. I say I will take these 200 contracts of mine, club it together, secure it, make it a form, and then sell it to a larger bank.
Okay.
So what happens is, for me, advantage is that I can sell it and I can get instant liquidity.
Yeah.
And for the larger bank, they get a good top line upfront.
Yeah.
So, and plus, because I have to still service the loan.
But they're already doing this, if I'm not.
Yeah, direct assignment. So what happens is, in securitization, there are two parts.
Yeah.
Direct assignment is perhaps 47%.
Okay.
55 to 53% is pass-through transactions. So direct assignment is direct,
Yes.
bilateral, whereas PTC means I am making a special purpose vehicle, and then that special purpose vehicle can be subscribed by investors, retail investors, every kind of thing.
Nice.
Right now, what is plaguing the system is that the other bank and the NBFC, they have different forms of data standards. So to and fro will take 1 to 2 months because there's no standardization. Secondly, there is compliance play at this. It's 90s to 10. I can't sell 100%. Like every loan contract, 90% will be retained. So there is 90-10 in terms of principal component, and then the hurdle rate for the interest thing. So the repayments are really dynamic in nature. And the third one is, in this industry, because the data visibility is not there of the contracts, the investor has taken that entire thing, but he still doesn't have visibility about how much is NP, how much is standard book.
Right, true. Yeah.
All those things.
Yeah.
Now, if we tokenize it, we get standardization. If we have smart contracts onto it, we get automated trigger movements in terms of calculations, and we can also get atomic settlements. Now, an investor which had to wait for 1 month for the entire settlements to go all at once will be atomic. So imagine, and plus the originator who had to do a lot of work in terms of operations and stuff will be far easier for him, because the tokenization will be a representation of everything.
This will change the way everybody does operations today. I mean, it'll just change everything. The time.
It will actually, the main thing is right now, operationally it's so cumbersome that bank play is risk play. They can concentrate on what they have to really concentrate on rather than being really OPEX heavy. So that's that change which we are bringing. So yeah, these are some of the things which we are pursuing, and not only in terms of the India story, you have global stories as well. Securitization is a much more global thing. Mortgage is entirely global. And it's even like SFF, for example, where we have come. We have established relationships with a lot of banks here, not only in terms of financial institutions, but non-financial institutions, content and stuff, just to see what we can do about it. Like content IP is a big thing. Can you tokenize that, and can you do that? So it's all pervasive. It's very ubiquitous in nature. It's universal. We have multiple pilots going on in States as well, in Southeast Asia as well. So we have flywheels everywhere.
Such an exciting exploratory phase right now.
Yeah. Certainly.
very looking forward to see how I think this will change the way banks are operating today. Like COVID was a major, push for digitization. I think there's another push awaiting. And every one of us feels that AI will be the brain, and it'll change everything that we are doing on the ground today.
100%.
And the use cases that you just mentioned, I think it just propels that same thought.
Right? Yes, 100%.
So this may be a little controversial. Do you think, one, will the branches cease to exist, the bank branches? And two, how does a banking look for an average individual in the next 5 years?
Actually, banking, for example, would be much more better, because this will compound our entire experience, right? Now, for example, what we are doing right now, if you see, operationalize it, like the operations will be much better for them. So they can really actually concentrate on, imagine a world today where the bank is saying that apply for a home loan, you will get this much and this in this much time. Now imagine you're getting it instantly or within the same day.
Yeah.
It will actually help more home buyers, and it'll get more things onto the picture. That's there. If your data is getting standardized, what will happen is the secondary markets will open up in terms of securitization and so on. trade securities, everything. So this will actually open up this entire game and have a multifold impact.
Okay.
Now example, when we did digitization,
Yeah.
many people thought, okay, what will happen to branches? Branches are still getting expanded. What is happening is the customers are getting more, because the same person whom I was only looking at one particular product, a bank can have loan against tokens. They can create a new product altogether, a new product line which was never there.
Yeah.
Now, because of tokenization, you can do fractional ownership of a land asset as well. Now, what stops me from taking 100 square feet of land in Morocco
Wow.
or in States?
Yeah.
It is possible, because that's the way the world is, right? The technology gets the world much more smaller and much more smarter.
Yeah.
So the way I look at future is it will be judged by three things. It will be much more faster. Customers today don't have patience.
Quite short.
So it will be much more atomic.
Yeah.
Second will be much more personalized. Now, because of agentic AI which has come in, now tomorrow if I want to go for a black wedding in Rome, I can just tell the AI agent that, hey, there's a friend of mine who's getting married. There's a black wedding going on. Please do the needful. Imagine he will come and the agentic AI thing will say that, okay, you have a Finternet wallet.
Yeah.
And within that Finternet wallet, you have all the information. He knows my shopping preferences. He knows the reels which I see. It can automatically say, okay, this is the app, this is the plane which you can do, and this is the reward points you have. Why don't you utilize this? So you'll save up this money. You can go to shopping apps and say that this color code really suits your color palette, and do everything orchestrated completely.
Wow.
So agentic AI will kind of orchestrate a much more personalized journey. So tokenization will get the speed up, agentic AI will get the convenience and the personalization, and most importantly, compliance. Will kind of, because once it's embedded compliance,
Yes.
all the regulations according to the government, everything will be done as per that. So that's what we are looking at. Much more faster,
Yeah.
much more personalized, and much more secure. Because as the technology is growing,
Yeah.
the bad actors will also come in. How do you get them out?
Yeah.
How do you invest more in terms of cybersecurity and stuff? So these are the trends which I foresee.
That was a great futuristic insight, and thank you so much for this conversation. It was great to have you, Sanmesh.
Likewise, it was really engaging, and yeah, I'm looking forward for more such interactions.
Definitely. Thank you.
Sure.